Welcome back. Today we're talking about someone whose name has been trending. And I mean really trending. If you've been scrolling through your feed lately and keep seeing posts about Angie Dickinson pop up, you are absolutely not alone. So let's just slow down for a second. Let's actually talk about why her name keeps coming up. And more importantly, who she really was. Because for a lot of people, the name Angie Dickinson doesn't just bring up a memory. It brings up a feeling. That rare, almost impossible to describe kind of presence. The kind you just don't see very often anymore. She wasn't simply a Hollywood actress. She was, in every sense of the word, an icon. And here's the thing. Most people see the icon. Very few people actually know the woman behind it. Her rise to fame. Now Angie first started turning heads in the late 1950s. And once Hollywood noticed her, it couldn't look away. Her performance in Rio Bravo alongside John Wayne, one of the biggest stars on the planet at the time, told the industry everything it needed to know. This woman could hold her own. Against anyone. But it was Policewoman that really changed everything. Because Angie Dickinson didn't just star in a primetime drama. She carried one. Week after week. At a time when nobody thought a woman could do that. She proved every single one of them wrong. And here's the part that I think deserves so much more attention than it gets. Angie Dickinson was working in an industry that didn't exactly make things easy for women. The rules were different. The expectations were different. And yet, she showed up. Every single day. She acted across film, television, decades of work that most people in Hollywood couldn't even dream of sustaining. She held her ground next to some of the biggest names in the business. And every single time the industry tried to put her in a box, she walked right out of it. Nobody handed her anything. Not one thing. She built everything she had on her own terms. And honestly, that kind of quiet, unshakable strength, it deserves way more credit than it usually gets. She didn't just survive Hollywood. She outlasted it. Now fast forward to today. And you've probably seen them. Those vintage photos of Angie circulating across social media. Paired with those big dramatic headlines we all instantly recognize. Angie Dickinson then and now. You won't believe what she looks like today. That kind of content spreads fast. It always does. But here's what I want you to take away from this. The real story. It's so much bigger than any headline. Because the internet runs on nostalgia. And when it comes to classic Hollywood, Angie Dickinson is the name that makes people stop scrolling. What we're really seeing in those trending posts isn't some shocking reveal. It's the internet rediscovering someone truly extraordinary. A woman who shaped pop culture in ways that still echo today. In film. In television. In the way we think about what strength and grace actually look like on screen. And that gap, between the image the world saw, and the reality of who she actually was, that's what fascinates me most. That's what I keep coming back to. Angie Dickinson gave this industry decades of fearless, remarkable work. Work that still resonates with anyone who takes the time to really look. She wasn't just celebrated. She was respected. By her peers. By her audience. By an industry that knew, even when it didn't always say it out loud, that she was simply in a class of her own. Her legacy isn't a viral headline. It's a body of work. A life lived completely and unapologetically on her own terms. And that is a story worth telling.